as welcome to Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday. It's episode 50-something. I don't know.
I think it's 50.
Is it?
I
The
think.
big 5-0?
The big,
We
like,
made it, honey. We made it.
like your
Almost a
age.
full year. That means we had to have started pretty close to this time last year doing this, right?
It was a little bit more than that because we've missed some weeks, but
It's gotta be close though, right?
pretty close, pretty
Probably
close.
within a
Hey,
month.
Kathy.
Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. That's my wife, Tori.
Hey, guys.
And tonight we're going to make some sauces. We cook a bunch of stuff all the time and show you how to plate and how to do some stuff like that. But tonight, I was talking to some chefs actually this weekend. By the way, you have to catch this week's Primetime Kitchen because we're over and visit St. Pete, Clearwater. Going to some restaurants over there, Farm Locale, the Cucina there. It was unbelievable right downtown St. Pete. It was great. We had a great time. Went to Three Daughters Brewing. Unbelievable. We talked to Maggie on the move with her fusion Mediterranean food truck. Really a fun time the entire time. But
She made like this hummus, like meat or something. It was so weird.
It was. It really was.
But it was very good.
She made like super thick hummus. It was spicy. And then she coated it with herbs and then I guess let it sit. So it got kind of in a patty and then just kind of grilled that. God almighty, it was great.
Hey there, Mazzaro's was legit.
Mazzaro's is the joint. Before we came on the air today. I'm sorry?
Amarillo, Texas.
Before we came on the air today, we were talking about maybe going back over to Mazzaro's and doing an interview just in that place. Imagine a place like like your Petty's or your Wassie's times 50, like with a deli and all this other crazy stuff. It was just a kind of a cool place. Imported cheeses, wine. The sandwich I got was amazing. No condiments. Just great meat, great cheese, incredible bread. Some roasted red pepper on top, almost as the condiment. It was unbelievable. I strongly recommend a trip. It's actually worth the trip just to kind of go over there and hang out and then go to that little, go there and get a sandwich.
I think we should go back over there.
We are going to go back over there, I promise. It's going to be good.
Good. Where did we stay? We stayed at the Wyndham Grand the first time we were there, and this time we stayed at the Hilton Carillon.
Which is not on the water, but
No,
it's right down. It's right down there in the area, and it's right down the street from where the beaches are. I mean, you literally go out, take a right, and you're right there. Now, the other property they own, the Don Cesar, is right there on the ocean. You can't miss that big pink monster. It's out there, and it's and these are great, like kind of heritage hotels. A lot of fun, well kept. In the area you need to be them in. You need them to be in, really.
You need to be the men.
Hey. But they're really close to everything. Everywhere we went was 15 minutes away, easy to get to, but it was a great time. We really enjoyed it so much. So listen to Primetime Kitchen this week, Friday night at 8, of course, right after the Jim Colbert Show, and then Sunday morning at 8 as well. And it's a great show this week. Like I said, we're going to make some sauces, and this is all inspired by a conversation I had with that chef, actually, off the air. Saying that how important a sauce is to a meal. A simple chicken breast that you saute in a pan turns into something delicious when you put a little white cream wine sauce on it. So we're going to make that tonight. We're going to make Hollandaise. That way all you guys out there can do the thing I did, which is make your wife eggs Benedict with a beautiful Hollandaise sauce, which is actually pretty easy to make. Just got to follow the technique. And then we'll also do a poor man's Demi-Glace, which I believe we did in an episode before. But I'm going to concentrate on that because a lot of people don't have time to roast bones and do that whole thing. We're going to show you how to do like a cheater version of that. So
let's go.
First things first.
I'm a realist.
We want to thank the guys over at Wassie's Meats. We love you guys. Thanks for bringing us Primetime Kitchen and allowing it to happen. That's WASSIS. Meats.com or Wassie's.
I was going to go IPPI.
Or Wassie's.com. As well. You can check them out there. And big thanks to all of our sponsors. Porky's Barbecue, Mike Oliver Homes, the guys over at Goldsmith Jewelry are awesome sponsors. Thank you guys for all of that. We really, really do appreciate your help. Let's get started. What do you say? Let's get this Demi going. And the reason why, speaking of Demi.
Like, she left Bruce Willis how long ago?
No, we're talking about Demi Lovato.
Oh, God. That heroin will get you.
Yeah, she's gonna be. It's weird having a pop star do stuff like that. You're not used to like a pop star. You're used to like Amy Winehouse. You gotta expect it, and like Janis Joplin, you would have expected, but not. For some reason, I don't like. That's weird to think that Demi Lovato would have a heroin overdose, but I know she's fought some stuff, and of course, we hope she gets better. All right. So, poor man's Demi's gonna start off like this. We're gonna take some carrots. And it doesn't matter what they are, really, to be honest with you. And you don't even have to trim the stuff off because you're going to cut all this out. We're just going to cut them into chunks. All right, pretty simple. We're going to take an onion.
It is so sad. We're making sauce. No, we're not making sauce with the heroin. We were just talking about Demi, and Demi like
a Demi-Glace, like a reduced lamb stock or beef stock to make that beautiful, rich. This is perfect with beef, guys. This is really almost solely for beef. Imagine like the best little like beef sauce that you've had in a restaurant when they give you a filet and it's got that really rich, beautiful tasting sauce. That's what you get. We're gonna gotta get a little tomato paste going on here. Here we go. Get a little tomato paste. And we're drinking Bell's Two Hearted Ale. Love Two Hearted. Bell's makes a lot of good beers. Tori's likes their Bell Cow.
I love their Bell
Which
Cow.
is that milk stout.
It's so good.
Really good IPA. We love it. Okay, so these onions, again, rough chop. You know, just basically breaking them down a little bit.
Did you say that carrots are the next big thing in the cooking world?
I said they're blowing up.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So somebody actually called me out on that, did they?
They like how you work news into your cooking.
Oh, that's good.
Just
Who even said that? For real, that's really funny. Thanks for that laugh, Anita. All right, so we're going to crack up a couple cloves of garlic. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, we're making our beef demi-glace right now. We're going to get that started. Because we're also going to make a pan sauce with white wine and some a little bit of cream. But we're not going to kill you on the calories, guys, I promise. Now, watch this. A lot of people are going to be like, you should never put the leaves in there. I disagree. I think the leaves taste great. A lot of those guys don't. And usually the ratio is, to be honest with you, the onion should be the most prevalent thing. Carrots, then celery. Here's why. Because basically you're getting beautiful savory. You're getting savory and salt here. Kind of a little salty. And the carrots are going to give you sweet. All right? So we're going to get a little olive oil going in our pan over here.
Which one?
This back here. We're going to get a little... It's already nice and
Which
hot.
one are you going to cook the hollandaise in? Because
This one right here.
good. That's a dirty pan.
Dirty pan.
Yeah, I don't like hollandaise.
So...
Whoa, buddy.
Hot, hot, hot!
You better turn that down a little bit, right?
You're going to put some stock in there and take it. So, here's what we're doing with this, guys. We're going to take these veggies.
Oh, man.
Now, here's what I want you to smell for you. The mirepoix, carrot, celery, onion. All right, we added garlic in there. And this is going to have the magical smell. Celery cooking is genuinely one of my favorite aromas ever. Now, we're just going to kind of caramelize this a little bit. All right? We're going to let that cook, all right? So what I mean by caramelize, we're going to let the heat and the oil start turning that onion a little bit brown on the outside, that celery maybe a little bit brown. Then we're basically going to take this beef stock, which is good organic beef stock. It's a little bit more, all right?
Do you always get organic?
Not always. I mean, if I'm making a bunch of something, I'm not going to spend the extra $1 a quart on it. You know, I'll do whatever. But when it comes to making nice sauces, I do want organic because I think it does have a better flavor profile. And to be honest with you, you can see the quality. You pour that into like a measuring cup that's see-through. You're going to see it has more broad. It's just richer to look. It's browner. The other stocks are what's it? It's not a stock. It's called a
Broth.
Broth, right? Yeah, those are terrible. Don't use them. They usually have too much salt in them too. So we're just gonna let. This is easy enough. If you're just tuning in, we're making a beef demi. We're gonna make a hollandaise sauce tonight, and we're gonna show you how to make a pan sauce, which is the savior because it goes great with pork and chicken. So if you're like pan searing chicken breast, you're gonna have those little brown bits. We're gonna put some shallot and some garlic in there. You're gonna wilt that down for about a minute. Hit it with some white wine to deglaze. Let that cook down. Hit it with some chicken stock. Cook that down. Cream butter. We're done. And we have not now just a plain old chicken breast or pork chop. Now we have a beautiful piece of chicken with a nice, beautiful sauce that is great.
Brown Bits was my stripper name before we met. Is that okay?
Well, no, it's not okay. For one thing, brown bits. Secondly, that you were a stripper before we met. You were not.
I had a life before you.
That I know for a fact is not true. I had a life before you, for sure. A fun life where I partied and drank myself into a coma at least 3 nights a week, and now
Oh, you're so cool.
I sit on the couch and watch you do crosswords and Star Magazine.
And watch your blood pressure go up. We went to Publix before.
Or you can't.
Nope.
No.
Oh, yeah.
This is protected. This is a medical. What is that thing?
All right.
What is it?
OSHA or something.
Yeah, no, it's not OSHA. OSHA goes into workplaces and tell people you can't work there because beams are going to fall off. What is that? Where you can't share my medical records? You can't say this.
I am going to say it.
Tori, you
did
can't.
it on a public machine in the middle of Publix. His blood pressure was 153 over 97.
No, that's not true. The first time when I walked in just steady bitching.
It's HIPAA.
It is HIPAA.
It's OSHA.
It was 153 because you had me so stressed out
by walking? I'm sorry.
All right, so good. Keep the camera right there. Look at this. Look at this sauce.
Right.
See how rich that is? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm only use half of it because we're going to keep it down. Now, another good thing with Demi, and a lot of people forget, because if you cook this out, it's going to be great, right?
Oh, I'm not your doctor. I can say whatever I
A
want.
little bit of tomato paste. Probably about 2 tablespoons for what we're doing there. Well, let's let that cook down.
Exactly, Matthew. Exactly.
Now, what's going to happen is this. For one thing, Matthew, haul ass. We don't want you around. Okay? Right. So we're going to go ahead and start this Hollandaise. And the Hollandaise is an interesting sauce for you guys who are out there and you're like, wow, I can never make that. It's Hollandaise. You know, it's so special and fancy. It is a fancy sauce.
Oh my God! Do not try to elevate yourself
No,
right now.
it's scary. Because why do you buy stuff like that? I mean, why is it that women do this? Why do you buy paper thin? And that has no purpose except for to block my ability to get to this socket. And then just make everything look silly. Why do you do that, dude? It makes no sense.
This is why your blood pressure is 153.
Yeah, you're right. You are the reason my blood pressure is through the damn roof. I need a beer. It's had nothing to do with my alcohol consumption.
I hope we sit here and watch you stroke out right
Stop.
here.
Now, why would you say that?
Because I dream about you cutting your finger on the thing, and you don't do that. Let's get
Wow, that's a
stroke out.
horrible thing to say. How could you say that? That you dream about me cutting my finger off?
Oh my God!
All right.
What'd you just mix?
We're gonna make. I'll see.
Is that what you're pretending?
Let's see how much noise we can make because that's yet another thing you rap about. So, let's see if we can do this.
My spoons on the wall.
What is?
They're talking about my spoons on the wall, saying that they have no purpose.
That's just a female thing, right? Just
No, it's to give contrast between the crap you put up there to make it look cute a little bit.
Well, this is actually going the wrong way.
Yeah, I was.
That's okay.
Okay.
I just messed up. I'll just.
Here, I'll rinse it.
Huh?
I'll rinse it.
That's fine. Come on. I can't.
I'm rinsing it out, Jimmy. I didn't mess this up. You did.
You are killing
And
me.
you should thank me instead of being such a jerk
You are
face.
killing me. All right, we're gonna get this on way low.
It is decorative. Thank you.
Way low. Huh? What?
I'm gonna show everybody your shorts.
Come on.
Her pants so rude.
You promised you wouldn't do that. I asked you that. I said, should I go get some pants on? You're like, no.
I don't show your legs ever.
And then now, boom, blasted. Put on blast, blasted.
You and the llama. Okay. So what are we doing?
Egg yolks. 3 of these fools. All right. We also are going to put a little bit of water in here, Tori. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit of water.
Dad shorts.
Oh, not that one.
What is wrong with you tonight?
There we go. Did I make a mess? Oh. All right.
Did you get any in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here's the part that's kind of not fun. So we're going to whip these eggs, these yolks, and we're going to just move them. Move them, all right? So you want these to actually not double in size. They won't double, but they will get full. Just whipping the air into them. A little bit of cold water, probably about a teaspoon of cold water, 3 egg yolks, all right? You can already see them starting to build up a little bit. You'll get air, they'll get frothy. Sorry about the noise, guys. I don't know where my poly thing is.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I do somewhere. I did have one. But look, you can see, Tori, if you watch, see how when I pull my whisk through, you can see the bottom? When I first started doing that, you couldn't do that, all right?
How long is this going to take?
Actually, not that long at all. So once it's frothed right up, we're going to get some butter going. And they tell you to get your butter as soft as you can get it. And this is not quite room temperature. It's a little bit, and it's fine. Don't melt it. You can use your microwave to soften it a little bit, but preferably don't melt it, because really you get your emulsification by doing this, kind of just incorporating it little by little, because we're gonna add some lemon juice in here as well.
For people that are just joining, what are we making?
We're making sauces, guys. We're gonna make your food good. So when you take your little, your chicken breast or your pork chop or whatever you're making, or maybe even your little steak that you're gonna make on the grill, we're gonna kind of teach you how to make some sauces. This is our beef demi in this pot right here. So basically we're just making what I call a poor man's demi-glace. Demi-glace is when you roast beef bones with vegetables, root vegetables, carrot, celery, garlic, onion. You roast it all down, put it in a pan, cover it with water, and cook it for hours. Then discard all that stuff, then cook that hours. And it turns into a paste. You'll cook 3 gallons down to like 2 cups, or maybe a little bit more than that, but not much, to be honest with you.
Hey, so do we have a group for,
Oh yeah.
what is it?
We started a new group for under Primetime Kitchen called Drink, Eat, Repeat.
Yep.
And we'd like you to be a part of it, because we're actually doing a lot of our events through there, like that thing we have coming up October 6th, our picnic. That's going to be over at Jetty Park.
Our picnic's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. See how that's already kind of, now there's no heat. I mean, that's still cold to the touch. It's getting there, but it's still cold to the touch. Now, the one thing with Hollandaise you cannot do is you cannot overcook it. A lot of people actually do this over a double boiler sometimes. In a stainless steel over boiling water, so they can make sure they're not going to do it. If you get a good solid pan, it won't do that with you. But you definitely want these things to build up where you already start getting a little bit of a froth there, and you want to keep it moving on super low heat.
Oh my Lord!
What?
This noise.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
Jen said you should shake them titas.
I should what?
So we're putting a little lemon juice in there.
Yeah. I put about a teaspoon to start with, because I'm not making a lot of this. So, but you can see we're already starting to froth up. Let me get that off there.
Jesse said you can do this in a blender. It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can, Jesse. You can, but I just want to teach them the way to do it right now, this way, so we can just kind of get them started on the manual side of doing these things. Appreciate that, though, buddy. So usually what you would do is you can actually bring that down and that softened butter should be a little bit more, soft, and you can already see the sauce starting to think up.
Do you put like any spices or anything in this?
Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit of cayenne pepper and salt.
Okay.
All right. Now, when I was up and we went to see our good friend Gloria, Gigi, Miss Gloria Gaynor, I made Hollandaise for her, and I added a little bit of Chipotle mole sauce to that to get a little bit of spice, which you can do as well.
Chris wants to know if you ever add a touch of hot sauce.
You can. I mean, again, we're going to put cayenne. You can put hot sauce in there. People sometimes don't like it because it'll change the color. But you really...
Make sure you back up so you can get my my decorative piece back here.
No, it's fine. Here.
Yeah? No? All right.
Your piece is fine.
Oh, they said your name dropping. And she's really not your friend anyway. She's actually mine. So.
She is. But she is a friend. We're going to her birthday party in New York.
Yeah, we are. We already added butter, Brandon. You missed it, buddy.
It's coming. More.
Oh, more is coming?
Oh, yeah. A lot more. Actually, it's not soft enough.
Do you want me to keep doing this while you go get more?
No, it's fun. 3 sauces for you. The Demi-Glace that you see here, which is basically cooked down beef stock. We're calling it poor man's demi. We're not roasting bones tonight. And we're not cooking stock for 6 hours. We're showing you how to make a quick Demi-Glace that you can use. It will be pretty darn effective on pretty much most home occasions. Celery, carrot, onion, garlic, covered in beef stock with some tomato paste. And we're just going to cook that beef stock all the way down to basically it's a paste. And then we're going to add a little bit more to it, bring it back to life, and there you go. It'll be a nice, rich, semi-clear stock.
Yeah, you guys didn't miss anything. We were just doing this as I was rebooting my phone. Somebody called me from Zimbabwe and knocked us off.
They probably have a French you need to help.
And we're back. Yes, you are correct, Brandon.
Also, technique-wise, you'll see where I'm kind of holding my whisk like a like an old school drumstick guy that holds it like that instead of like that. This is actually easier because not only do you get the motion of your hand, you can also throw a little wrist in there as well and really get some good whiskey in there.
Man, that is going crazy.
Yeah, that's what you want though.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it's just gonna cook and cook. And then here's the thing with this, you can't go wrong. You basically, let's say you want more, just pour some more beef stock in there. It's just gonna cook down, it'll be fine.
Brandon wants to be as sexy as you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we can wish him the very best. Where's Brandon from?
I don't know. Hey, Mike. Hope Barb's doing okay. Trevor said, hold that whisk. Trevor loves it.
Oh my God.
What's wrong?
Well, nothing.
I'm so glad they didn't have to hear 2 minutes of this.
I know.
This is like the worst thing you could to ever make.
I know. And I tried to get one of those. And also the thing about Hollandaise is I actually chose this specific vessel to cook this in because the bottom is rounded. Whereas if you look at this dish or this cooking, it's a little sharper there. It's hard to get the whisk into the corner because if you don't keep it moving like that on those corners and get around there, the egg will actually cook on that and you'll wind up getting lumps in your Hollandaise and it won't be as pretty. It'll still taste great. It's just not going to be as pretty.
He's from Sanford.
Oh, hey, dude.
I lived in Sanford. I know that's shocking. But I lived in Sanford and I went to Pinecrest Elementary and I went to Lakeview Middle.
See how we have some smoke coming up here now for? Or some steam coming up? And you'll see that our eggs are starting to thicken a little bit. It's not as liquid as it used to be.
It is Obama. It's Obama's fault that y'all have to listen to this.
Damn it, Obama.
We are so excited for the pig roast, Mike.
We really are.
It's going to be so much
A
fun.
little cayenne. And there we already put our salt in there. We got some lemon. By the way, Hollandaise is egg yolks, lemon, butter, and cayenne pepper or hot sauce.
Is there any Demi Lovato updates?
She's fine. She's stable.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Did TMZ?
Yeah, right before on the air, I texted her right before we came on the air. She's fine.
No, heroin overdose people aren't fine.
Well, I mean, she's
heroin
not
addicts.
dead. She has a chance to do it again if she wants.
Hey, I did go to Enterprise, Kathy. I went to Enterprise Elementary. I went to a lot of schools. Oh my gosh, with that noise.
So look at the texture of that. So we're getting close there, right? So we're gonna do a little bit more. All right, and then we're gonna get another pat of butter.
Yeah, he needs to go check his blood pressure right now. They're thinking that you're sweating too much.
Oh no, I'm fine. I really appreciate them commenting on my health though, and I thank you for opening that door for them.
What was your old readings there? How's your ticker doing? Your ticker's strong as an ox, isn't it?
Oh yeah, resting heart rate of about 600.
No, it's your.
Come real quick. So as I whisk, see how you can see the bottom of the pan now? See how? Yeah, you can. But right there, you can see. So you want more of that? What?
They want something next week, so it's more wrist work.
More wrist work. Oh God. But you can see how that's coming together like that. See how it is for you, how it holds its form now.
I mean, I feel like you're trying to convince me right now.
No, it ain't. Look. Well, it's not going to be like a paste, you know. I mean, you still want it to be a sauce. So we're going to add some more butter. Break that down a little bit more. And we're almost done with the sauce, guys. Seriously, I know you're done, but this is basically, you can already, now you're seeing the real, how it's supposed to look.
Brandon said this is the most un-American sauce I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's way un-American. There's nothing.
Amanda, he's making sauces. We're making a Demi-Glace because we're hoping Demi Lovato is okay from her heroin overdose.
We're
and then Jimmy wanted to name drop Gigi's name, so we're making some Hollandaise sauce because he made it for her. What is this going to be?
That's going to be our white wine cream sauce, little pan sauce.
And
after
what's
you
your
get through.
famous name for that?
I will tell you a funny story though. Sean, when we Code Black, when we were at the City game last week,
yeah.
I saw Scott Phillips, who is the drummer for Creed, who we kind of know through the grapevine, you know.
Oh, name drop. Another one.
Oh my God! So that's it. Sauce is done. So
Thank
what
God.
you have here? Look at that. So take your eggs, poach your eggs. If you've never poached an egg, it's very easy. simmering water, vinegar, probably about a tablespoon or so. Crack your egg in there, all right? Just let it cook. It'll poach. The vinegar keeps the egg together. English muffin, smoked ham, Swiss cheese, topped with that beautiful hollandaise is delicious. And by the way, hollandaise is good on a bunch of stuff. You can just put it on chicken breast. You can put it on pork over asparagus. It's great.
It's exactly what your heart needs.
It's exactly what your heart needs, which is egg yolks and butter. And egg yolks, of course, what is that? The fat of the chicken.
All right.
So this is still cooking now. And that's our beef Demi. God rest her soul. I mean, she's fine. So here, just to show you how we would kind of create this white wine sauce, we're going to take a little shallot.
How long do you have to whisk an egg to poach it?
You don't whisk an egg when you poach it, Demi. Who said that?
Oh my God, I think they're messing with you because you just annoyed everybody with your whisking.
Well, tell them I am deeply sorry, but this is how flavor happens. These are the things you do for flavor. Jesse knows.
Do you use vinegar on your head to make it so shiny?
Mm-mm. That's God.
Can somebody borrow an egg?
My egg or an egg?
Whatever.
So shallot. I'm going to mince that down a little bit since I dropped the other one on the floor.
Here.
Shallot's like a onion garlic. It's got this beautiful flavor. It's unmistakable when you have it. You know it's been cooked with because it gives you that real intense.
It's like garlic and onion mix.
Yeah, and it's got a great intense flavor. And you don't have to use a ton of it. It's good for sauces because it doesn't take a lot of body up in the sauce. Still good though. You can actually, if you wanted to, you could even like like when I make this sometimes because I want the sauce to be like just kind of clean. I just kind of strain the veggies out of it.
Yeah, October 6th. If you go to Drink, Eat, Repeat and you join that group, you will see the update on the event section.
Yeah, the pig roast?
Yes.
100%. So with this white wine sauce, we're going to saute a couple little chicken cutlets, and then we're going to use the brown bits from that to create our little pan sauce. And this is real simple stuff that we ate, how much, Tori, for probably about 2 years. How many times a week do we eat this sauce?
Like at least twice a week.
Oh,
because we would put it on everything.
I mean, minimum twice a week, for sure.
Oh my God, I feel like tonight's the night.
Psych.
I know what it sounds like when you do it. That was not good.
Just a rough chop. You don't really need. We're just getting the flavor, really. All right, so we're gonna cook these chicken breasts. It's gonna be pretty easy. We've got a little pan, some medium-high
Serious
heat.
question for Jimmy. Would you be interested in cooking with cannabis oil? We would be interested in cooking with cannabis oil.
Tori has it.
I am actually doing CBD oil right now. It's from hemp, but we will gladly do it from cannabis. Send it to. I don't know if you can.
No, let's not. How about we do this, Tori?
How about you just message us?
How about we do this? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. How about we not encourage people to use the United States mail, commit a felony? On our
Well, I don't know what it is. It's
How about we do
cannabis
that?
oil. There's no THC in it. My God, calm down. This is what's wrong with America, Grandpa.
Is that what's wrong with America?
You don't need any of that.
That's great.
Well, I know, but
I mean,
153/97 was his blood pressure today.
that was not.
You're
That's
damn
inaccurate.
lying.
What was it when we left?
What was it when we got there?
It doesn't matter. Why don't you say the other one? It was 130 over.
No,
It was.
135
No, it was not. It was 130
over 97.
over 81.
You're such a liar.
93 maybe. So we're gonna get this pan hot, a little bit of butter and some olive oil. All right, butter because butter browns real well. And butter browns is my stripper name.
You wish Butter Brown was your stripper. That's my ex-boyfriend's name.
Butter browns. All right, so super easy stuff here. A little salt and pepper on these little chicken cutlets, right out of the Publix case. Super easy stuff.
I did CBD oil right before we went on the air. But It's not from the cannabis. It's from the hemp. I wonder what the difference is.
Well, I think one has the THC, right?
No, I don't think it does. I think even the cannabis oil doesn't have THC. Or it's like trace amounts. It's not like, I don't know. Whoever emailed us or messaged me that, just send me the info.
If I was a weatherman for TV, I'd want my name to be Trace Amounts. All right, so we got our...
What's your name? Trace amounts.
Should be a little hotter. Come up.
These little chicken cutlets.
Yeah, simple little. Look, listen, this is American dinner right here, man. Chicken cutlets with some starch and a veggie. Hell, what we eat last night? That's pretty much what we ate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chicken, starch,
Yep.
a little bit of brown rice. By the way, guys, if you haven't gone to Whole Foods to visit that area, where you can get the whole grains like quinoa and brown rice and tricolored rice, go there and buy your rice. I mean, it's not that much more expensive, but man, the quality there is crazy good. Guys, if you're just tuning in tonight, please like and share the video as we kind of move through this. You're listening to watching Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday here. I'm Jim, there's Tori. We're making some sauces for you tonight. Now, I know that we're sauteing chicken. It looks like we're making something else. I'm actually just doing this to create some brown bits to kind of simulate what this pan sauce would look like and how fast it would go. Up here, we have some veggies, which is carrot, onion, celery, and garlic cooking down with beef stock. Now, believe it or not, we're not far. Look how much that is. And believe it or not, we're not far from straining that off. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of it in here because I didn't realize it was going to cook down that fast. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of that quart in there. That's an entire quart. We're probably going to get about half a cup of the sauce.
And it's enough because it is so good.
It's very powerful.
And it's rich.
It's rich, it's powerful, it's delicious. It's all the things you want your man to be.
They're calling you Jimmy Dean now because you are cooking like Paula Dean.
How am I cooking like Paula Dean?
Throw some butter in it, baby.
Oh man, we haven't even cooked with a half stick of butter yet. Now look, I'd eat that right now. I'd stick it and eat it like a corn dog if you guys weren't watching.
Deep fry your butter.
I would
freeze it and then drop it in the deep fryer.
Listen, man, I can come up with some ways to eat some damn butter. Tonight we're drinking Bell's 2 Hearted Ale. We like it. We've been drinking it for a while.
If Jimmy has a heart attack and falls down the stairs, please note that it wasn't me pushing him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, was that? Hello, Alibi. Man, we're a little bit more. I actually like this a little higher temperature. These little cutlets are great because they cook fast and they taste wonderful. So you can, and they're cheaper. And to be honest with you, when you buy those big chicken breasts that are like now, can you believe like 3 of them are $12 even at Publix? This entire pack right here was $5.
Whole Foods has the best chicken breast.
Whole Foods does have good chicken breast, but there's not $5 for this. So for $5.50, I think is what it was. Believe it or not, these little pieces right here are great for kids, you know, and you can have your entire meal. And it's not that expensive to really cook. If you gotta shop a little bit, use some good techniques, and you can have great flavor and not have to spend a ton of money. So
Eric, his face is flushed because of his 153 size solid. What is it?
I don't know. If you're gonna call me out, you should know the term. Okay, you can see the brown bits. Check them out, Tom.
2 Hearted Ale is awesome. Hashtag not a cop.
See the little bits we have here on the side, those little pieces of brown? That's that chicken skin and fat that's been crisping up. So when we get done, we're gonna put the shallots and garlic in here. Saute them for a few minutes, like a minute and a half. Deglaze with some white wine. I like Pinot Gris, you can use Sauvignon Blanc. But those are the ones I'd stick with really. When you get into using like Chardonnay and stuff, it's kind of fruity. And it winds up being tart, and you don't want that. Because we're going to hit this with a little bit of cream and butter after we cook that down with some stock, and you're going to have your white wine sauce. It's going to be awesome with this chicken breast. And what do you put
the white wine sauce? Besides the chicken,
pork tenderloin, pork chops. You can put it on fish. Easily put it on fish. We leave the veggies in ours because we like the taste of them. But if you want a clean-looking sauce, if you want to make a really nice-looking plate, I know a couple of our guys out there on Drink, Eat, Repeat love to plate their dishes and make it look nice. I love that, guys, so keep doing it. But when you strain this sauce, it gives you this beautiful pale yellow cream sauce that you can put right on the plate, chicken breast on top, whatever you want to do, on some spinach. Get some good color going in your dish.
Did you see what Tommy posted on Drink, Eat, Repeat? He
Tommy.
put chicken nuggets and some French fries.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
He called them all kinds of things.
I think it was funny.
Fancy.
And we're actually not even, well, we may cook them all over because we don't have time. So these cook fast. I mean, these will be done in just a minute or so. And don't cook your chicken to death. I did it last night. It's terrible.
They want to know if you're going to include your blood pressure readings for each one of your recipes.
Every one. Matter of fact, we're going to write it on that board where it says saucy. We're going to put saucy 156 over 105.
Aldi has chicken thighs for $1.69 a pound.
Are they good quality? I've heard Aldi has good stuff.
I think, I don't know if it's all organic, but they do have organic.
I know that their vegetable thing, like when that whole organic place started about a year and a half back, people were like, well, Aldi's like all organic. I couldn't believe it, but I heard that it's true. I know this, if you want a really good heads up on chicken breast and proteins, don't sleep on fancy fruits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they have the hand butchered chicken breast in the back, and we had a lot of luck with that stuff when we were had all the kids at home and we were cooking so much food. So Fancy Fruits has plenty of location. You can get those guys as well.
Do you want to pour that hollandaise in a bowl so everybody can see it?
Yeah, sure. Just give you an idea what it looks like.
Yeah.
And actually, let me just thicken it up a little bit.
Needs to be thickened?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. Let me just a little tiny bit of water.
Alright. I'm going to do this.
Beautiful hollandaise. You can tell too, watch. Nice coating, doesn't drip, nice and thick. Really good on your eggs, on your eggs Benedict, of course. But don't stop there. Don't limit that sauce to just eggs Benedict, guys. Just with fresh vegetables, asparagus, chicken breast, we're gonna do here. You can lather that right on there, it'll be fine. Also, people like putting a little dill in there, some hot sauce.
They want you to eat some more butter so you can get your blood pressure up to 159 instead of 153.
These guys know how to show a guy some love. They really do. I mean, I would die, there's no question, but in their death, in my death, at least they would have a great time. And that's what I'm all about. By the way, this week's Primetime Kitchen, we're over at St. Pete for Visit St. Pete Clearwater, which we love, VSPC, hashtag, and Live Amplified.
No, don't cover the chicken.
Right, no. So, go over there and check it out if you guys want a great staycation. There's so many great places to eat. But listen to the show this week. This Primetime Kitchen is really, really fun. And we cover some cool spots that maybe you haven't been to over there on the West Coast. Plus, we went to Mazzaro's, which was absolutely wonderful. Okay, like and share the video, guys, if you don't mind. That's how we get the word out that we are doing this every Tuesday night, taking our time. Garlic and shallots right into our pan. No reason to wait at all. And now, we already have good heat going, and we already have our fat, so we're set.
From our chicken.
From our chicken. Now set that aside, because it's actually going to render off some more juice for us, which we'll add to the pan in just a few minutes.
So I'll lean it.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Now we still have our demi cooking down, and if you look, Tori, we still probably only have about probably a cup and a half of liquid.
Okay.
We're going to cook that for a few more minutes, then we're going to pour that out. We're going to strain that off, and then put it right back in the pan.
Jesse said that he would like to be on your Primetime Kitchen radio show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think we've had Jesse on. Can we have him? Tamales and Moss? We've had him before. We'll have him again sometime. This is going to be about half a cup of white wine. This is Pinot Gris. All right? Smell that. Make the call. Make the call. And then we're going to cook this down to a glaze. We're going to get our chicken stock ready. Again, we're using organic stocks because they just taste better. Another way to put it.
Poor cook down Demi.
Let's go ahead and while that's cooking down, bro. Let's go ahead and strain this off real quick.
The Demi?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we've done a breakfast episode, Mike. We actually did. What did we do? Remember we did that breakfast episode?
Yeah, with breakfast for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Got a little strainer. We can do this right here on the stove. No biggie.
Let's do it.
And we're gonna set that off to the side. We're gonna let mash this through. Now,
Jeremy wants to know what kind of chef doesn't use steel tongs. The kind that doesn't want to drive you crazy with the noise on this pan.
all right. So you can see we cooked this wine down to almost to a glaze, right? Chicken stock, about a half a cup. All right. We're gonna let this also cook down, It's gonna cook down to that, and we're gonna add a little cream and butter to it, and that's done.
It smells amazing,
It is.
Scott.
So we want to use our wooden spoon because there's a lot of liquid up in here,
Up in here.
right? So we want to make sure we're getting all our liquid because that's just flavor, and of course it's volume as well. So I like to push it through the sieve.
Yes, eggs Benedict and French toast. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we made. Look at that.
So that's our demi. That's going right back in our pan.
Right here.
Yep, right back in.
Wouldn't you have been so sad if I spilled that everywhere?
I would have been a little sad. Okay, so sauce. This is our white wine cream pan sauce. We started off cooking these little pieces of chicken here. They gave us some nice little brown bits. We sauteed some shallot and garlic in.
Brown Bits is my...
Right, stripper name. And then we deglazed with white wine, Pinot Grigio. All right, which is a nice dry white. And we cooked that down to a glaze, then we added some chicken stock. Now, a really good thing that just happened here that I want to show you guys that you have to kind of be cognizant of sometimes is I added cold stock to a hot pan. Now, it's not going to kill us on this little sauce, but I would strongly recommend if you're doing cooking and you're going to have, you're using stocks and you're going to be using them, put them in a pan, get them up to heat, so that when you incorporate your chicken stock into something, it doesn't slow the process. Risotto's the big one. When you're cooking rice or risottos, people start adding cold stock because they're a hot risotto, cools everything down, then it's got to heat back up. It actually stalls the cooking process. You'll know that when you start making your risotto, heat your chicken stock up as you add it, and I promise you your risotto will be creamier and better, and it'll actually take probably 15 minutes less to cook. So we're gonna cook this chicken stock down.
what do you do with the leftover celery and corn, and carrots and onions?
Oh, I throw them out. I mean, it's just, we're trying to get the flavor out of it.
Okay.
I don't really use it for anything else. I mean, you could compost it. So you can see we have some liquid from our chicken. That's gonna go right back in. That's also gonna have some fat. And this is gonna come right back up.
Oh yeah, that's where the whisk thing came from. Thanks, Kathy.
What?
Breakfast for dinner episodes.
Oh, that's right.
When everybody started mailing us whisks.
And they did. They mailed us a bunch of them.
Your whisk was so retarded.
Right. It was
Pathetic. It was so pathetic.
All right, so. Yes, of course, we are gonna use a little bit more butter.
More beer in my house than wine.
Yeah, just get a bottle of wine. Here's the great thing with white wine, as long as you keep it in the fridge, it lasts quite a while, especially these wines. And don't go buy $5 wine. That bottle costs about 11 bucks. I don't drink a lot of white wine, but I will cook with it quite a bit. If you're gonna cook with it, buy one that's gonna be okay, because here's the thing. If you buy cheap wine, it's gonna make your dish taste bad. I mean, you're gonna get some things in there that aren't gonna be like really good. It's not gonna be solid.
Mark said he remembers when this guy had a mullet.
What guy?
You guy.
Oh, Mark who?
Yeah, we'll do some the recipes, and we will have the recipes up. When will we have the recipes up, Mr. 153 over 97?
I can do some of them tonight. I've been trying to do it, but I'm working on my car, which is way more fun. All right, so look.
Okay, so what's the demi-glace for?
Beef. But if you look what we did. We started with a quart of stock, veggies, and look what we're getting there. And we're not there. We're not quite there yet. We're actually going to cook that down a little bit more. So for every quart, you're going to get about a half a cup of demi. But the cool thing is, it only takes about a tablespoon or so on the plate to really be good. It really does, because it's nice and strong, and with a nice fillet. Got it.
I feel like demi could go on pork.
What's that?
Demi didn't go on pork. I feel like it could.
No, I guess it could. It could go on like a shank or something. Got a little bit of heavy cream. Not much. Just to add some great little velvety texture to the sauce. There we go.
How's the car going?
The car's going good, actually. I'm after the show tonight. I'm going to go get a new TFI module, because I think I'm getting a kind of a weird thing at high RPMs. I'm getting a miss that's not allowing the motor to run pure. It runs and it skips and runs, so I think it's a bad ignition module.
Where's the adobo?
What do you mean the adobo?
I don't know. Somebody's asking.
I don't know where it is. That's a great question, I guess.
Why isn't Ross a special guest for the night of sauce?
Oh, that's funny. That's a great question.
Julia Child's always said, you can't drink the wine, you can cook with it.
Yeah, you should. I mean, she's right. And to be honest with you, that Hollandaise sauce we did tonight is based off Julia Child's recipe.
Say it, talk like Julia Child's.
I
I can't believe you did that.
can't believe you asked me. All right. So we're going to cook that for 5 more seconds. We're done. God.
My watch is telling me to stand up. I've been
Yeah,
standing
we're done.
up.
We're literally done. So here, now when you add butter to a sauce, add it off the heat.
Can you freeze these sauces?
Yes.
And then,
Well, the ones with butter are weird because when you freeze it, it comes back. The ones with butter are weird, like Demi's, you can freeze before you add the butter to it if you want.
and then just throw the butter, warm it up, throw the butter on, melt it in.
Yeah, just melt it as you get in there. That's what I would do. A lot of guys will take this and they'll make these stocks. Jesse will tell you, the pros will do. They'll make these stocks, the really nice ones, they'll put them in ice cube trays. So when it's time to make a sauce, a couple of ice cube trays in the pan, bring it up, boil it down, a couple pats of butter, off you go.
Yeah, hashtag no Ross, hashtag only sauce.
Look at the consistency too now. That's cooking a little bit. Take that off. And believe it or not, what's weird is you'll think, well, you know, if I'm adding more to it, it's going to make it less thick. It's actually the other way around. Butter, as you melt it, especially at room temp, is going to thicken your sauce a little bit. So we're going to let that sit over there because that is all done. And let's go ahead and do this demi. This demi is done as well. Again, a little bit more butter because we want these sauces to be super rich.
Oh my God, you just...
Well, sorry, baby. You all right? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Just take some demi to the face.
In my eye.
Are you okay? Really? Are you for real good?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is a man's world, baby.
Well, then act like a man. Stop throwing stuff around like a 2-year-old.
All right, this is done. Let's pour that in a bowl so they can see what it looks like. I got one. All right. So, guys, you're making a steak. You're making a real statement. It's gonna be hot on the bottom, baby.
It's fine.
You make a real statement.
Fried my eyeball out.
Look at that rich, beautiful
Holy
starch.
cow.
We call this poor man's demi-glace, all right? So demi-glace is a super concentrated, usually sauce made with stock from lamb or beef, whatever the case may be. Lamb usually, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. This sauce,
Wow.
so that's gonna needs a little bit of salt.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
I don't think so at all.
Then we have our Hollandaise, which is egg yolks, butter, lemon, cayenne pepper, a tiny bit of water. All right? And this demi, so good. Now, last but not least, here's what we'll do. We'll put you a little thing here.
Yes. Never mind. I can't say that one. We got our brown bits
Oh yeah.
from our chicken cutlets.
And here is this is the sauce that started me into thinking about like cooking a different way. This is basically our white wine cream sauce. It's shallot garlic, chicken stock, white wine, and a little bit of butter at the end. All right. And basically, you can sift out this if you want. It can be a nice clean stock. And that, my friends, I'm telling you, is delicious times 4. It really is. It is so good. You can't lose with those. So tonight, guys, we did our 3 sauces for you. This will make your dishes so much better. And you talk to any professional out there, and they'll tell you proteins, unless you're using really complicated cooking techniques that take a long time and a lot of technique and a lot of really time and sometimes special equipment and brining and then marinating. A lot of people don't have time, but you can see in just a few minutes, we talked through this entire episode and it's still only 40 minutes, 50 minutes long or so. And we created 2 or 3 really versatile sauces that can be used in a lot of different ways. This is our white wine cream sauce. This is our Hollandaise, and this is our poor man's demi, which is basically hyper-reduced beef stock with veggies. And these will work every day. You make a dish, guys, but just a simple steak at home, and then put a little of this demi on there, and I promise you, the people who eat it will sit up. They'll know. And then, of course, if you want to make something really nice, some eggs benny, you can do that. Asparagus with this on top. Tons of great applications. Add dill to that. Put it on cold asparagus. Absolutely delicious. And this cream sauce can go on everything from pork tenderloin to chops to chicken and even fish. So we wanted to show you some sauces tonight to kind of teach you how to spice up your wonderful dinners. Guys, like and share the video if you don't mind.
Like and share, like and share.
And don't forget to check us out on Primetime Kitchen Friday nights at 8 o'clock, Sunday mornings at 8 as well. And of course, we will be at Jetty Park October 6th. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, Wassey's Meats, Mike Oliver Homes, Goldsmith Jewelry, and Porky's Barbecue. Yes.
And look for the new contest on
Oh, God, that's right.
realradio.fm. That's going to be up tomorrow.
So another $1,000 weekend. You know, BT won last time, $1,000 trip. It's a room for 2 nights and a $500 gift card to go to Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Wonderful places, resorts. Go over there, have a great time. We'll start that new contest tomorrow. So you want to check in at Primetime Kitchen's Facebook page and Drink, Eat, Repeat. We'll show you how to enter. It'll be an easy way to do it. And you too could go over there on us and the guys from Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Again, hashtag VSPC and hashtag Live Amplified. Guys, we'll see you next Tuesday right here on How Tuesday.
What? You just stroked.
I was gonna say Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday, but I skipped the.
You just stroked.
I did not.
That
stroke.
153/97, getting you.
It's coming to get me, guys. We'll see you next week. Don't forget.